Welcome back, my followers. I'm your host, Ricky Knoles, and this is another episode of Knoles Cool Stuff. And today we are looking at the Beats Studio Buds from Apple here on Knoles Cool Stuff. All right, so Apple has finally released some quality Beats headphones that made me want to go, huh? Before it was just like, it seemed like Apple just pretty much forgot about Beats when it purchased the Beats name. You know, like the Beats Studio 3, they haven't updated that one in like forever, right? They don't seem like they update. Like before Beats was owned by Monster, they used to update and come out with new products every year. But Apple seems to be, but now, with the Beats Studio Buds, it seems like they're finally taking notice of Beats again. Now let's do a little brief history about my usage of Beats. I've only owned two other types of Beats headphones. These blue ones, which still says Beats by Dre, Dr. Dre, and this was originally by Monster, not Apple. So yeah, these were actually one of my first Beats headphones. They're now plastic, now they're kind of sticky because it's been old. These are one of the OG Beats headphones right here because it still takes batteries. And the actual cord, all it had was an answer button for calls. That's it. No volume button. All right. Now, eventually I replaced these ones with one of my ones I actually use a lot and I still kept using even up to these last 3 years ago, is the Beats Executive headphones. All right, now these ones I actually enjoy. I actually still use them. They work well. I like them because I can still use a headphone jack on them. So these were the only two Beats ones I ever bought. I never bought the in-ear ones or the small ones. I always bought the big ones. But this made me go, well, let me take a look at Beats again, see if they're still good. All right. My question is, does it actually still say Beats on top instead of say by Dr. Dre, or does it just say Beats? Let me know down in the comment. What do they say? I don't know. I don't really pay attention to them as much anymore. All right, so let's do a step-by-step of the Beats Studio Buds. And let's first get into the unboxing. So that was the unboxing. So what makes these Beats Studio Buds so special compared to the other ones? Well, now they are able to pair with Android with no problem. All right, so it's both worlds, Apple and Android world, with these new Beats. Let's first talk about the design. The design of the case is small in my opinion. Okay, a lot of YouTubers will say, oh, it's so big. Now, if I'm able to fit an iPhone 12, a Pixel 5, and this in my one pocket and feel light, it's not big, okay? The case is nice because it's a plastic and it doesn't leave any fingerprints on it. The lid is snappy. All right, has magnets, keep it down. It's not gonna pretty damn snappy. Also, the earbuds themselves, very small and compact. The tips have mediums, smalls, and large. I like it because it fits in my ear and doesn't have that little dangling thing. All right. Another thing I like about it is that the top part is not a touch one. All right? It is a clicking button. You click it, and then it will respond. Okay. So overall design, case is great. The buds are fit perfectly in your ear and they feel very comfortable. I wore them for a long period of time and had no problem or ear fatigue with them. All right, so yeah, design, fantastic design. They will come in red, white, and black. All right, so with the Beats Studio Buds, let's talk about connectivity. How do we connect it to our device? All right, let's first talk about Apple. Well, Apple basically, all you have to do is take it out of the box, flip it open. You'll see the animation for it on your iPhone, and all you have to do is hit connect, and it will connect to your device. Now, take point, this will not come with a W1 or H1 chip, which means if you want to connect it to your other device like iPad or computer, you're going to have to disconnect it from your current one and then reconnect it to your other new device. Okay. Also, basically, pull down the pull down screen on your iPhone. You can long press it on the thing and to see your transparency mode, your off mode, and your active noise cancellation. Now, take point, this does not support spatial awareness, okay, or spatial sound, okay. So don't expect that surround sound around your ears with this device because it's not going to happen. All right. Now, another thing you need to know with the iPhone, if you want to actually assign a long press for these buds, all right, what you're going to need to do is go into your settings, go to Bluetooth, hit that little I button next to this device name, and then a menu will come up. This will allow you to see your battery life and everything, and it will also show how to assign the left ear or the right ear for a long press for either ANC or a long press to activate Siri. Now also, with the Beats, you do have hands-free AI assistant, which means you do not have to press the long press in order to activate Siri. All you have to do is say the name and then it'll come up. So hands-free, AI assistance, no problem. So connecting to an Apple iPhone is pretty easy, okay? All right, so connecting with the iPhone is pretty easy. But how about connecting it to an Android device? Our Android device is easy too. But first, go into the Play Store and download the Beats app. Okay, do that first before you even open the container. Okay, now once you have that, it should be able to flip open like this, flip open, and then the animation should show up to connecting it to your Android device. Now the thing is, with mine, it did not do that. I still had to go into settings, find new pairing device on my Google Pixel 5, and then it connected. Now, after that, once I opened it up, the animation, those square animation at the bottom never showed up, but they did have an animation on top that showed the earbuds, the percentage, the battery life, and stuff like that. Now, when you go into the Beats app, it looks way better than the Apple when you go into Apple settings and do the same thing, because you get an actual app and it gives you the color. So like mine shows up as red because I got the red ones and stuff. I'm pretty sure if you have the white or the black, it will come in those colors. This is where you'll see your battery life of your case, battery life of your earbuds. It will also have where you can change the name of your earbuds. It will also have where you can assign different long press for the earbuds, okay? Right now, I have mine, if I long press on my right ear, it will turn on ANC or transparency mode. If I long press here, it will give me Google Assistant, okay? Now, unlike with the Apple, this does not have hands-free assistance with Google. So I cannot just say, okay, Google, it won't do nothing, all right? I will have to always press long press, while with Apple, I could just not touch my ear and just say, hey, sorry, and so forth, okay? And then it'll automatically say, yes, Ricky. And so, but with Google, you're gonna have to long press it no matter what if you want Google Assistance. So connecting with your Android devices is easy, okay? So it works well. All right, so connectivity to Android, easy. Apple, easy. There you go. Anybody can do it, even a monkey. All right, so let's talk about functionality, okay? All right, so when you have those things and you put it in your ear and so forth, once you have it paired, it will automatically pair with your device, whether it's Apple or Android right away. All right. Now, let's talk about functionality. Like I told you, this is a mechanical button, not a touch one. So it will work very easy compared, in my opinion. I like the mechanical button over the touch ones and stuff. That's why I like the AirPod Max, because it's actual real buttons. So functionality is basically the same, okay? Press down once to play or pause your music or answer a call. All right. Double tap 2 times to skip a track. Double tap 3 times to go back a track. Long press to turn on ANC or transparency mode. All right. But remember, you can assign each ear different. You can assign the left ear with a Google Assistant or Siri, or so forth. Okay, so it's pretty easy. You can assign it. So that is basically the functionality of these earbuds. So let's talk about the ANC. All right, so ANC is good, okay? Transparency mode is not the best I've heard, but it does work well. So basically, like when I had this in my ear and I was in a coffee shop, I hear transparency mode. All right, I can hear everybody, even the people making the coffee further away from me. Now, when I turn on ANC, everybody in a certain long distance away from me starts to fade out. All right, and I only can hear the people around me. Remember, this does have a passive and adaptive noise canceling. Okay, so sometimes it will adjust to your surrounding. All right, so ANC, good. Okay, it for the most part works well. Transparency mode, like I said, is not the best. Sometimes it's more of a like type sound. All right, so functionality works on it. I wouldn't complain about it, okay? All right. So I like the ANC. I like the transparency mode. If you want to nitpick, you can be the nitpicker, but I'm not. I'd say it works well. So, also, let's talk about how does it sound with calls. So here's a quick video of how it sounds with calls. Now, when people are actually calling me, I hear it clear, okay? But this is how it sounds when you are talking on these as the mics, okay?
This is the sound of how it sounds when using Beats Studio Buds as a phone call. So this is the phone call option. How does it sound when you're calling someone? Let me know down in the comments.
All right, guys. So let's talk about battery on the Beats Studio Buds. It will connect with a USB-C to USB-C, but in my opinion, buy a new one because the one you get is very, very short, okay? It does not support wireless charging, which is fine by me because all my wireless charging is the standing ones. When I do this, it probably wouldn't work anyway, so I'm good with that. All right, now let's talk about battery on the individual buds, okay? Now, with the individual buds, if you have ANC on, you're going to get 5 hours. If you have ANC off, you're going to get 8 hours, okay? Now, the case itself, if you have ANC on, you're going to have 10 hours. If you have ANC off, you're going to get 16 hours extra, okay? So let's give a total. So it's total with the case and the buds. If you have ANC on, you're going to get about 15 hours of playtime. But if you always keep ANC off, you're going to have a total airtime or playtime of 24 hours. All right? But who actually goes on, off, or just all off or all on? Sometimes I'll turn it on, sometimes I'll turn it off. So who knows? Then you have to mix bag that playtime. All right, so battery life is good on this, okay? You're not going to have major problems with it because who's going to listen, even with ANC on, who's going to listen to music for 5 hours straight, okay? Well, I might. Maybe I'll do a battery test to see how long it will actually last 5 hours straight. So let me know in the comment if you want me to do that test. All right, so battery life is good on it, okay? Also, let me do a quick thing. This is a IPX4, so it'll be sweat and water resistant. All right, so that's your battery life on the buds. All right, so let's talk about the Beats Studio Buds sound, okay? Now, I got these like on Thursday. It's Sunday now, so I didn't want to rush this video. So I really wanted to listen to the sound. All right. Like I said, make sure you have a good ear fit. So make sure you pick the right tip size, either small, medium, or large, to get that nice seal. But once you get that done, I've been switching between Apple iPhone, my iPhone 12 mini, and my Google Pixel 5. And to tell you the truth, they both seamlessly, basically, it's easy to repair back and forth. All I got here is pair, automatically pair straight to my iPhone, hit pair on my Android device, pair it quickly. So I kept seamlessly going back and forth, no problem. So let's talk about sounds, okay? Music. Now, Beats has always been known for the bass, okay? Have that boom, boom bass for basically for R&B music, rap music, maybe some club music and stuff. And they were always that bass. And everybody said, oh, well, the sound's never been that great on Beats. I don't know. I'm not an audiophile person, but I'm an average person. I'm slightly deaf in one of my ears a little bit and stuff. But I have no problem listening to this. I think they sound great, okay? I listen to all types. I play my 90s music mix, which has a mix of everything from Tupac to Biggie to Metallica, and Backstreet Boys, pop. It went through the whole gambit array of stuff. I listened to the whole thing, which has like 100 songs and stuff. And tell you, I think it sounds good on all types of music, okay? That's my opinion, okay? Like I said, I'm not one of those audiophile people that's so picky about the music. As long as it sounds good in my ears, I'm good with it. I usually keep my volume around about 75%. I find that usually the sweet point when I'm listening to music and stuff, because if you turn it way too loud to 100% way, for one, it's bad for your ear, and second, it will always kind of like make your music tinny, especially if you're listening to rock music and stuff, and bass will be kind of boom boom like that. So like I said, in my opinion, these sounds great, okay? I will compare them with the AirPods Pro like most people are doing, but with these, they're cheaper. I will always go with the cheaper price personally. Like if I wasn't doing YouTube and I was just buying devices for myself, I will always go with the cheaper ones. Cheap, not the cheapest, like not the one that you find at Walmart, but like the cheap ones compared to the most expensive ones most of the time. Okay, the sound sounds great with all types of music. Okay, all right. Listening to movies. Okay. Latency. There's no latency. I was watching Hulu and I had no problem listening to it. And they had that Japanese movie where it talks and you hear the voice layer, so not much latency on it. Playing games. I found games, especially with ANC on, that does give a rich, crisp sound when I'm playing my games. When I'm playing Call of Duty or Fortnite, I can hear all the sounds around me. So yeah. For sound-wise, I'm going to keep it simple, okay? Like they say, KISS, keep it simple, stupid. It sounds good, okay? Unless you're one of those audiophile people that nitpick about everything. Well, the trebles are a little, and the highs are a little, and the lows are a little. If you're just a normal person, it sounds good, okay? There's a reason why Beats sells a lot before, all right? So, sound is good. Sound is good for music. Sound is good for TV shows or movies, and sound is good for games, all right? So, that's the sound part of the Beats. It sounds good. All right, so hopefully this video is not going to be too long. But I wanted to take my time and cover everything. If you have any questions, make sure you leave a comment below. Don't you remember how Beats, when these first came out, the blue ones, Beats said, all people said, oh, well, the Beats doesn't have a great sound. But I never thought Beats, I always thought the Beats was more good sound, but it's more of a fashion icon type thing, don't you think? Because remember, before Beats came out, most headphones were either white, black, or a gray color. And then when Beats came out, it started coming out with some colors, some green, some orange, blue, and all these cool colors. And this is what, and powder blue. And this is what you saw them when it first came out. They were in like every music video, right? And in TV shows and movies, people had the Beats on. And athletes were wearing them. I always thought Beats was more for fashion. It's like a Louis Vuitton bag, okay? Yes, Louis Vuitton bag is probably not worth all that money if you look in the long run, but it's a fashion statement, just like with the Beats. They were a fashion statement. And I like that. It's okay. It's okay to color match your clothes with the right headphones. So if you have blue, you want to match with blue. If you have red, you want to match with red. I like Beats, okay? no matter what other people say, yes, I haven't bought a lot of Beats over the time, but I like the ones I do buy. So, okay, like I said, my Beats Executive, I still use today. When I'm on an airplane, I usually use these. I might eventually retire these now that I have the Apple AirPod Max, but who knows? Maybe I'll still use them because they have actual wire to it, a cable connection. And as far as the Beats Studio Buds, I would say that Apple forgot about Dre, right? They pretty much tossed this to the side and said, okay, we have it there, but we're not really going to do updates. But now I think they're finally taking notice that, you know what, there's a lot of market there for Android users. And Android users do like the Beats. All right. Remember when Beats came out? It worked with all devices. All right. So, well, of course, they all had just headphone jack, so you had to do the whole pairing stuff. So there you go, huh? Don't you miss the headphone jack? All right. So as is my opinion about the Beats. Let me know if you want me to do any kind of tests on the Beats, charging tests and stuff like that, or I mean battery drain tests. I don't really see many people doing battery drain tests on headphones. Maybe I'll try that. So like I said, overall, if you're looking for a very inexpensive, like they're $150, which is really not that much for a pair of ANC headphones. Now, it's not the cheapest. The cheapest one I bought was the Redmi AirDots 3 Pro. But, you know, with the Beats, you're getting a name. People's going to take a look at you. So if you're using, you want good, I'm going to just put it this way. If you want good quality sound and like a fashion statement, go with Beats. All right. Or if you're on a budget, go with Beats over the AirPods Pros. All right. All right. I'm your host, Ricky Knoles. If you like this video, hit those like buttons. Hit that bell for notification when I drop new videos. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. All right. And be part of Knoles Cool Stuff family. All right. Until next time, my followers, be cool.